In 1874, the Newmarket Handicap, down Flemington's famous 1200-metre straight, has a glorious history with an extraordinary list of winners. From Burnborough to Take Over Target.
Take Over Target, dives, grabs him and wins it.
And the mighty Black Caviar, who made it look easy in 2011.
But she is unparalleled. Black Caviar, perfect.
Damien Oliver won the first of his 3 Newmarkets in 1992 on grey sensation Skillaci.
But the grey flash Skillaci's put a gap in them.
In 2018, Redkirk Warrior became just the 5th horse to win the Newmarket twice.
And caps away Redkirk Warrior. What a training effort.
Bart Cummings won it a record 8 times, including with his champion Shaftesbury Avenue.
It is they near the line, Shaftesbury Avenue.
While grandson James's 2023 Newmarket with In Secret provided a memorable win for the late Dean Holland, who is now honoured with his name on the trophy awarded to the winning jockey of this great race.
Yeah, the Dean Holland Trophy, just yet another element that makes this race so special indeed, and love to the Holland family. He will never ever be forgotten. He won the race in 2023 on In Secret and lost his life not long after that, but the way he handled it with a late pickup ride when Jamie Carr, as she was known then, was injured, was just absolute class. So the winning rider gets the Dean Holland Trophy. And Lizzie, Wayne Lorden is doing a little bit of travelling.
He is doing a touch of travelling. He's gone the long way round, I would say, which has to be because the Middle East is obviously out of play. But Wayne Lorden, a Group 1 winning jockey in his own right. I think he might pop into the F1 as well while he's in Australia. He quite likes the F1, and I reckon he's on quite a nice horse to take him to the heights today and then pop to the races tomorrow.
Sounds like a good weekend, Wayne. Half your luck. Winona Costin hasn't had to travel as far, just down from Sydney. She's alongside Crawford.
We've got a jet-setting jockey right here, Winona Costin, who's a champion jockey all the way from New South Wales, riding in Sydney yesterday, or Newcastle, come from Sydney today, Flemington and then Muswellbrook tomorrow, but it's very, very exciting. Group 1, you haven't won one before. Disneck, those colours we're going to be looking for. How are you going to go?
Yeah, look, haven't won one before, but came close. So hopefully I can change that today. And you know, he's a horse with a lot of talent, and he's got a great turn of foot on him as well. So hopefully we can just get a bit of daylight late, and he'll be finishing strongly, I'm sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And what is it like to ride at a place like Flemington? It's such a wonderful place. The crowd's all enjoying themselves. It must be incredible being out there and in amongst it.
Yeah, it's so good. The atmosphere is always brilliant here, and the track has been in great condition, and can't wait to get out there.
Now, we know that jockeys like to celebrate, but your owner, not your owner, your trainer, Bjorn Baker, I'll tell you what, he will put on a bit of a show if he can get up today.
Yeah, definitely. He's great to ride for, and he's a very fun person too. So
from Flemington today, and then straight back to country New South Wales, Muswellbrook tomorrow?
Yep, that's it. If he wins, I'll be upgrading my flight, that's for sure.
Straight up the front. Good luck.
Thank you. Thanks so much.
Oh, what a beauty that would be. That's a nice upgrade, and she would deserve it. So the countdown is on towards the Yulong Newmarket Handicap. Maddie Nevitt, let's have a look at the market. Maddie, back to you with the market mover in a moment. Let's assess the key chances. And here is the new champ on the block. I think he's the best of the day. Now, he has to give My Gladiator 5 kilos worse off at the weights, and Benedetta 4, and I think Benedetta could be the danger.
Yeah, Benedetta looks absolutely magnificent in the air, but so does this guy. He's really composed nowadays. He knows what his job is. He parades beautifully. War Machine, look, he ran okay first up into the preparation. We probably expected a little more from him on that occasion, but he strips fitter. You can never discount him, but I did. That's not going to help him, is it, here in a good 3?
But hopefully he's improved. Of course, he's a Stradbroke winner. Let's move to, there's Angel Capital. And now let's move to number 5 in Sepples here. So here's a Rupert Clark winner. 1,200 metres fresh. He's got some talent now. He draws low here, but I think he can run a race.
I reckon he can run a super race. I mean, he was dynamic first up into the preparation, and that you never underestimate Cliff Brown with his preparation of horses. Cabalis, he was solid first up in the Expressway Stakes. question, is that the best form, the Jolie Star form, or is it more so the Lightning Stakes?
Well, I think I never underestimate Bjorn Baker here at Flemington in particular, because I think he's got a red-hot record. Now, I think Kieran Maher has got this girl absolutely flying. Of course, he inherited a Group 1 winning mare, but second full preparation with Kieran, her run in the Lightning was absolutely outstanding. And I think she can run a race.
She could not look any better. She's the horse that I kept going back to in the yard. She just has paraded absolutely beautifully. De Bergerac was disappointing, who comes out of the Oakley Plate. You'd have to... Look, I would have to say that there's others with better credentials, even though he probably didn't get the best run in transit, but I'm happy to go around him.
It'd be a surprise. Drawn out wide, that might give him an advantage, maybe into the top 4. Disneck, now, this would be a complete blowout according to many of the punters, but the win in the Standish was absolutely fantastic with 55. Now, they went to Sydney, it wasn't suited. Comes back to Flemington. I could make a case that he could run in the top 4.
Well, because he loves the straight. I think that's a big element. I mean, he's had the one start down here and he absolutely loved it. So you could definitely entertain him running very well. And, of course, the trapeze artists are going pretty well this afternoon.
PG Moody and Catherine Coleman have got a Group 1 on their CV today. They've got a son of Written Tycoon out of there. Pete's Group 1 winning mare, and Plucky Bell and Gallant Son will run well. Gigi Smith's Truth, well, the barrier blanket comes on, so the number one thing that she needs to do is actually just jump with the rest of them, because she took no place at all in that Oakley Plate. She is number 11. Scripper's a big price today. The Winkers go on the first time. There is the grey son of Lonhro. And then My Gladiola's going to come on the screen in a moment too, and Johnny McArdle's going to listen in at your comments here, Lizzie, so good luck. Make sure you pick your words very carefully.
Well, I always said that she's a horse that seems to have doubled in size this time around, and I think that's indicative of her sprinting style. She's got a beautiful, strong hindquarter, a lovely nature as well. I think she could be turned out in any better order.
And Craig Williams will not ride a kilo over, rides at 50.5. Here's Wotan, the super talent, who's only won one race, though. That's the concern for Wotan. But down the straight, drawn out wide, I reckon he'll run a race. Market mover, Matty.
It won't be easy, Richo, but there are some sports bet punters that think My Gladiola can turn the tables on Tentaris. She's into $4.60. I wonder what her trainer has to say.
Yeah, she looks in magnificent order. Pick of the yard, it's a difficult one because all of these horses are turned out in magnificent shape. But I am going to go with Benedetta on top. I just kept going back to her each and every time. My Gladiola would be my second pick. Tentaris looks in great order as well. There's an array of horses that look really, really well, but Benedetta is the on-top selection.
So you've actually tipped all the ones that have come through that Lightning. Johnny McArdle joins us. You've come through the Lightning. 5 kilo weight swing. Is that enough for you to turn the tables?
I'll tell you in about a minute, just over. Look, she's here in good order. Whether the track's playing exactly how we want it to, Craig's got himself a bit of a plan, so it's just getting the first half of the race right, just get her to relax so that she's strong late. With no weight on her back, she gets her chance. If they're good enough to beat her, then so be it, but she's here in good order.
Have you ever been as confident going into a Group 1 since you last won one? We got to go back to Hollow Bullet. This looks your best chance since then?
Well, everyone told me the Lightning was his best chance, and I broke 32 for my last 600, and he still ran me down. So, you can't get it. Things go your way all the time, but hopefully, probably due a drink, so wouldn't be bad.
You don't mind one?
Oh,
traditionally?
Yeah, partially one.
So,
don't judge a man, okay, Richo?
400 metres out, will you be in front of Tentaris, you think?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I hope so.
That's the key?
That's the key. I mean, we won't, certainly, Craig rode her on Tuesday morning and she did get a bit keen on him, and he said, he realised just how competitive she is. So, yeah, just more about getting her to settle.
Go and rest, mate. Good luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. Good luck. Johnny McArdle, it'd be a great story for him to be back in the Group 1 winners' stall. Bruce, a word in the Newmarket.
It's a big moment, Richo, in Australian racing. If this colt can carry this weight, it's the stuff of legends. I hope he does. I think Woe Wotan is a really, really big danger.
I can't wait for this race, and I'm with the Tentaris, the favourite. I think Wotan is a great chance. He looked so good when he trialled up the straight. He looks like a real straight horse. I think Cabalas can run a good race. There's plenty of chances, and I hope for Johnny McArdle, my Gladiola, can give him a good shout.
I believe that Tentaris, I've got to believe what I see. He just looks as though he's a dynamic sprinter. I do think that horse on screen, Wotan, like all of you, is going to run particularly well. But as far as the yard goes, Benedetta looked magnificent.
So nearly 90 years since a 3-year-old carried 57 to glory. That was Ajax. Can Tentaris do it in the time-honoured Newmarket?
Racing. Peloton jumped away cleanly with also My Gladiola showing a bit of speed out deeper on the track. Gallant Sun and Benedetta also showing pace. Are they going to split here? It looks as though they are. Sepals, Angel Capital, Cabalas going to the flat side with GG's Mistruth. And in two minds, some of these jockeys towards the outside division led over by Sharippa, so they follow. Gallant Sun is in the top 6, and then War Machine, My Gladiola's behind horses. GG's Mistruth, then Benedetta, Woderton, Tentaris, De Bergerac and Disneck. So they're all on the flat side, 700 metres to go. Cabalas the leader by over a length, Sharippa. Then Gallant Sun, Angel Capital. Sepals in 5th place from War Machine. Next in the field, GG's Mistruth and Peloton. My Gladiola just trying to get into the clear from Benedetta. Tentaris is behind a wall at the moment, followed by Woderton. Approaching the 300, Cabalas in front. Gallant Sun at any old prices chasing. It's Cabalas about a length. Gallant Sun, Angel Capital, followed by Sepals. Tentaris is out, but it might be too late. Cabalas, 100 metres to go. Gallant Sun is wearing it down. Gallant Sun coming at Cabalas. Cabalas is holding on. Cabalas won the Newmarket. Cabalas from Gallant Sun. Then Sepals in a photo with Angel Capital. Further back, Tentaris, Benedetta. Next to finish, GG's Mistruth from Peloton, War Machine, My Gladiola, De Bergerac, Sharippa and Disneck at the tail of the field.
Well, Richo and Lizzie, we talked about history. What about this Froggy? What about Froggy, the first ever to win this race, the 153rd running on 4 occasions. The other men that won 3, Harold Badger, Ajax's rider, Athol Mully, Burnborough's rider, Ollie and Harry White. They are legends. Froggy gets 4, no one else has done it, and Bjorn Baker continues his incredible run. That's history, Richo.
Oh, absolutely. He defeats Pete Moody and Catherine Coleman with Gallant Sun there. But Cabalas down from Sydney, Lizzie. Bjorn Baker, he has an unbelievable strike rate at Flemington.
He certainly does, and that was, you know what, that was an excellent ride. He took it up, he gave him every opportunity, nothing could get past him. You know why? Because he just made it a sit and sprint. It never gave anything back in the field any chance to work into the run. It was so smart the way that he rode Cabalas. From memory, I think this horse was actually originally a Chris Waller horse and was purchased online by Derby Racing.
For $315,000 in October 2023. He was originally $1 million horse.
Well, he's now won a Group 1.
And Bruce, it's really interesting. Lizzie's touched on a great point. It's a Newmarket, yet they just sat up. They're all over racing in behind. There was no tempo. It gave Tentaris an impossible task.
He's run a super race. Look at him. He's still absolutely charging with his 57. He was enormous, wasn't he? It was a different type of Newmarket. I thought they were going to split Richo at first, didn't you? Wotan was all over the place. He really was all over the place. But look, Cabalas was strong. Bjorn Baker was an incredible training performance. And we got Froggy. So he's created some real history here for Newmarkets.
Wow, well, not only are you a Newmarket world record holder, you're also probably the happiest man on earth right now. Run us through how you're feeling.
Yeah, quite emotional actually. 10 years, 11 years probably since my last one. So it's been a while, but yeah, I've been sitting on an equal leader on the most amount of Newmarket wins, probably the most historic race in Australia at the moment, apart from the Melbourne Cup, especially for sprinting. So to be the most winningest rider, very honoured.
And let's touch on this brilliant horse who just dictated from the start, and geez, it looked like you had that wrapped up throughout.
Oh, I was very happy after I'd gone sort of 400 or 500 metres, and he pricked his ears. He was happy just bowling along at his own leisure, and I'll probably open him up a little bit earlier than what I said to the connections before the race, just so that I could get the buffer on the favourite, because I knew he'd be coming somewhere, but this bloke just held his gallop. He was challenged and he just kept responding.
Didn't he just? That was absolutely outstanding. We are so wrapped for you. Can you imagine the celebrations Bjorn's doing right now?
Oh, I'll have to get on TikTok later and watch him. He's a beauty. But I got to thank the Derby race team, Bjorn. Obviously, Huey was booked to ride him, but the fortunes of being a lightweight rider, I was able to pick him up, and yeah, just very emotional.
This is outstanding. Well done. I hope you have a big celebration tonight.
Thank you.
Incredible. And the fortunes of racing, Lizzie and Richo. The reason that Huey came down, the first reason, was to ride Cabalas in the Newmarket. Along with Steffi, he couldn't make the 55, but Froggy got the job done. So it was Cabalas hanging on from Gallant Son in what was, and have a look at those that were just behind him.
Oh, he's getting a little nervous, D. Oliver, because J-Max looming so large, isn't he? Here's the Newmarket. What a day it has been. Craig Williams with a terrific double. Craig Newitt is able to win. So both Craigs win the Group 1s, Williams and Newitt. And Craig Newitt, of course, one of 4 Group 1s in that Newmarket. So he takes the record there. That is fantastic. Let's hear from the beaten jockeys in the Newmarket.
Mark Zaret and Tyrus.
Well, the horse ran very well. Just the way the track race, they've stayed right down the rail. We drew out. We're around the right horses. When we got out, he's in the middle of the track and nothing around him, give him some chase, and the ones on the inside, it was just a different race.
Luke Cartwright, Gallant Son.
Yeah, inches in it, but look, it was a different horse today. He was on song, just got him comfortable the first 600 metres of the race, and we just wanted him to go through his gears and be strong as late as possible. And I would have liked it to be an extra 50 metres because we might have got there, but it was a very tough effort from this horse, and he's going places.
Craig Williams, My Gladiola.
Yeah, unfortunately it was a forgive for her today. She's stepped up to this grade. There was no speed in the race. She overdid it earlier on. Throughout she had pressure, race pressure from both sides, and she didn't get into any rhythm, and it really, really knocked her off her game, and then she wouldn't finish the race off.
Jamie Mellon, Benedetta.
Yeah, she was great again. A few little things went wrong. She got pressure, like Willow just said. She got bumped around a touch, and she doesn't like that. But she is going well, and I think there's another Group 1 in there for her.
So some thoughts in regards to the Newmarket as we look at today's winners. Gee, that's been interesting, hasn't it? The class has certainly come to the top.
It certainly has, and Craig Newitt, 2 rides today for 2 winners, including a Group 1. Both of the horses at double-figure odds. He's got to be in contention for the 7 racing medal votes, doesn't he?
Well, there you go. You put it right in the lap of Bruce McAvaney there. Consider 2 from 2, including a Group 1, Bruce, if you don't mind. Written and authorised by Lizzie Jeltz. The Autumn of Carnival on